So today guys, we have another react video. I want to say that right now Looksmaxing is going crazy. Everyone is talking about it, and there are a lot of safe and unsafe things that people are doing to Looksmax. So today we'll be reacting to this video by Brett Maverick on the top methods or the top things people are doing to Looksmax. So I'm going to give my honest thoughts and my opinions, if it's safe, if it's not, if it's proven, if it's not proven. We're going to jump into it and see exactly what it's all about. So let's dive right into the video, guys.
Father of Looksmaxing, I took it upon myself to create the ultimate Looksmax tier list. I have written down the top 27 Looksmax methods, and today I'm gonna rank them so that
Yeah, there are actually a lot of different things that people do in order to Looksmax. Some of them are even pretty weird. But yeah, let's get into them now.
Method number 1 is thumb pulling. Have you heard of this? Thumb pulling is this kind of theory where if you put your thumbs in your mouth and pull forward, you can make your face grow forward, having a more...
That there, I'm not too sure of it working, to be honest, because usually it all depends on how often you do it and at what age you do it. You see, when you're younger, for example, a kid, it's easier for your face or your bones to change because your bones are not as strong and not as firm as an adult. But if you're like in your 20s, early 20s or so, you won't really see change from doing that. So I'm not too sure exactly how well it works, how often the person does it, what's the strength they use when they're pulling or their thumb. So I can't really say for sure. It's possible if you're young, yes, but at an older age, it's more likely not going to be anything significant, if anything at all. But yeah, I don't know if this is true, to be honest. If it's the same person, I'm not too sure. I don't know this person's age, but it looked like if they're like, what, 15? So yeah, it's possible, but would I recommend it? Definitely not. It's not worth it, guys, trust me.
prominent facial structure. I rank this E. E for probably doesn't work, right? You know, pulling on your face, not a lot of research. I don't see it really working too well, and if it does, it'd be very, very minimal. Put that on the E. I'm not, totally writing it off, but it probably doesn't work. Skin maxing, having a skincare regimen, taking care of your skin, baby.
Well, yeah, skin maxing, everyone does that. It's been done for the longest while, using different creams, different lotions. Some people use natural things, some people use artificial things. So it all depends. But yes, that's something that's been done for years. Once it's something that's proven and that is safe, you're good to go. If it's not proven, if it's not safe, then don't get involved with it. You don't want to wake up one day and see a bunch of rashes or balls on your face. You don't want it at all. So stay safe and use what's known and proven. So things like face masks, you can use hydration creams, you can use things like retinol cream as well too. So it all depends on what your skin needs. But don't do anything without speaking to your doctor, or if it's not proven to work and it's safe to use without any side effects. So yeah.
A, that is a very good method that will help your appearance a lot. Skin is the first sign of health and virility. That's an A, baby. Teeth whitening. Teeth whitening.
Well, teeth whitening, that's very, very common. Many people have been doing it for years. You should do it. Don't do any crazy things. Like I said, this entire video here, do not do anything crazy that has not been proven to work, that is not safe. Don't go taking something weird you saw on the internet saying to rub it on your teeth and it's gonna whiten. Make sure it's proven first and it's safe.
A, having nice white teeth, another thing. People notice your teeth right away if they're nice and white, even if they're not that straight. As long as they look white and nice and clean and fresh, it's a good look. A. Gua sha. If you don't know what that
Gua sha, I have no idea what this is, to be honest. I have no idea what this is.
It's this ancient Chinese method where you take a rose quartz stone and drain your face.
Oh, that's what it's called. I see people doing this here. I believe it has some amount of benefits, but I have not looked into it to know exactly how much it helps. But it would have some amount of benefits, especially if you do it for a prolonged period of time. Pretty safe, wouldn't cause any problems. So yeah, I would say this one here is good.
Train your lymph nodes to create a more defined facial features. I rank this a B plus. Not bad. Obviously, it's not going to give you a Chad, handsome Squidward
This is exactly what people are trying to look like.
face, but it can reduce the inflammation in your face and help a little bit. B plus. Bone smashing.
Alright, this one here, I've heard and I've seen clips of people doing crazy things like this. And this one here, I would not recommend.
Have you guys heard of this shit? This is this theory that if you smash your bones on your face with like a rock or a hammer or something, this thing called Wolf's Law will kick in and it'll calcify and grow back bigger.
Well, technically, it is true. When you're doing training, like weightlifting, for example, in the gym, as you keep on lifting the weights, your bones get stronger. If you keep on hitting your bone repeatedly, it will, in actual like biological science, it actually does grow to a certain extent. Would I recommend it? No, because it can be very dangerous because you can end up breaking your bone and disfiguring your face or whatever you're trying to fix or whatever you're trying to do. And of course, it can be painful. And then you might do one side more than the other, or you might end up having a deformed face because one side might be a bit more developed than the other side. So you don't want to risk it. It's not worth it. So please do not get involved with bone smashing. It's crazy, guys, what some people do in order to try and look smacks.
And stronger. Now, the theory is, it has potential, I suppose, but it seems so dangerous and so unlikely that you'll do it right and in the right areas that you'll probably fuck up your face even more. So I give bone smashing
Yeah, man, it's not worth it,
F.
man.
Sorry, bone smashing. Cheek biting.
Well, I'm assuming it's just biting your cheek when you close your mouth so that you can have like a thinner face. Not a big problem. Very uncomfortable. Very weird to be doing for a long period of time. But to each their own, guys. To each their own.
Biting your cheeks, baby. Get that little hollow cheek look, man. Cheek biting, A plus. Been doing it for years. No one else wants to admit they do it, but it works, man. A plus makes a huge difference. You can go from looking like this to looking like this. And no one will ever know that.
A true Chad, guys. A true Giga Chad.
And I'm biting my cheeks. It's legit. Face icing. Dunking your face in ice or putting ice on your face to kind of, clear up the...
Okay, yeah, I've seen this many times. It can work and it is very effective in terms of reducing the puffiness in your face because it constricts blood vessels. It's good also to like wake your body up, for example, if you're doing it in the morning or if you're feeling drowsy or sleepy in the afternoon or whatever. You want to just wake yourself up? Yes, of course. Put your face in ice. It's pretty similar to doing things like cold plunge, where you try to reduce inflammation and swelling. So yeah, I would say it's safe and it's not a problem.
Skin, tighten the pores. C, mid-pack. Eyebrow serum. Putting serum on your eyebrows to make the hairs grow thicker and longer.
I'm guessing some people might try using things like minoxidil, for example, in order to grow their eyebrows. I have not seen people doing it in person. In reality, there's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's unnecessary, to be honest. Once you're using the right type of chemicals and you know it doesn't cause any sort of like serious reaction towards your face or your skin or anything, by all means, if you want to do it, no problem. Just be careful. Don't use any and everything. Make sure it's recommended and it's been used, tried and tested before you use anything weird.
For more commanding, fierce eyebrows. B. That's a B. That's a good one. Although many of these growth serums don't make a super duper dramatic change in your eyebrows because you're kind of limited to your genetic potential.
And that is true, yes. There's only so much these things can do. And usually people don't lose their hair on the eyebrows. Of course, there are some conditions where you just lose all of your hair on your face, your head, your eyebrows, all the facial hair and everything here in your arms and so. There are conditions like that where you can lose everything, all the hair. But generally speaking, the average regular person, you see how they, like men for example, how they lose hair on their head, their crowns or the receding hairlines or anything. That doesn't happen with your eyebrows. So it's not something that's necessary to do, to be applying products in order to grow your eyebrow hairs.
Eye whitening, putting in redness relieving eye drops. A, almost an A plus.
Eyes whitening, I've never really looked into it, to be honest. I don't even know what they do to get your eyes to be white. But yeah, to each your own. Just be careful what you're doing, because you don't want to cause any sort of problems to your eyes or anything like that. To make sure what you're using is safe and is approved by a doctor.
A, gum chewing. Gum chewing.
I'm guessing they're talking about building their jaw muscles, getting a more defined jaw, a more structured, angular jaw. Not a problem. Doesn't cause harm. To each their own, guys. To each their own.
Whoa. Everybody knows. No one's gonna be surprised. Gum chewing is A plus. A plus. Chewing tough gum is gonna do wonders for your face, especially the width of your jawline down here. This is one of the best looksmaxing methods. Everybody should be doing it. Oral maxing. Oral maxing is
I'm guessing better oral hygiene, brushing your teeth, flossing, using mouthwash.
what the hell is that? Oral maxing, taking care of your mouth, man. Brushing your teeth, flossing, tongue scraper, taking care of your breath, not having bad.
Yeah, it's very important. A lot of people really underestimate how important tongue scraping is, because you can get a lot of bacteria to build up on the tongue. So it's very, very important to actually scrape your tongue as well periodically.
Breath, you know, if that comes to chewing gum or mouthwash, you do it, man. Oral maxing, B plus, babe.
By the way, you can also use a mouthwash. Mouthwash is very, very good, because with a mouthwash, you can circulate the entire mouth. So that's better if you don't want to be scraping your tongue all the time.
Moving on, back to the eyes, we got eye pulling. You guys heard of this?
That's crazy, man. Eye pulling. I don't know where these people come up with these ideas, to be honest. But many of these things here are just myths, man. And especially if you're doing it at a more later age, you're not going to see any significant change.
When this is pulling on your eyelids to stretch them out, to try to stretch them enough so that they sag over your eyeballs, creating hooded eyes, you know.
Guys, please don't be trying that. That's going to be minimal. You'll see minimal change, if any at all.
Kind of this hunter eye look. I give this one an E, because it probably doesn't work. It might a little bit. That's why it's not completely an F, but seems like you might be in a danger zone of damaging your eyes or hurting yourself. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but you know, I'll leave a little bit of room there just in case it does work. Eyelash curling.
Well, I don't know about guys wanting to curl their eyelashes, to be honest. For me, I have naturally curled eyelashes, but I would say it's more of a detriment than an actual good, because whenever I'm walking on the street, dust on the road can easily fly into my eye, because I don't have the eyelids to actually protect my eyes as well as others. So that's why I try to use like sunglasses, or I have these blue light glasses or so to help me out.
An eyelash curler, curling your eyelashes. S. This is the first S of the day. Yes, eyelash curling makes a huge difference. I've been doing it for like 5 years, especially just for, you know, special occasions or whatever. Curling your eyelashes makes your eyes pop. It makes you kind of emphasizes your eyeballs, brings out the color, and it just looks nice and pretty. S.
To be honest, in my opinion, it doesn't really affect your looks that much, but to each their own.
For Super Mog. Neck training. Building up that
neck training. Well, I'm guessing they mean like doing like weightlifting with your neck. Some people like to put a weight around, well, on their head here, and then they use their neck to like lift up and down, up and down. That's very good to strengthen your neck, especially if you're doing different types of sports where you want to strengthen your neck. It does work, but you have to be very careful, because you don't want to put too much weight and end up injuring your neck. So you have to be very careful when you're doing it, but it does train your neck.
Neck, baby. You hear a lot about it. Neck training, I give a solid B. Neck training is a B because, yes, I'm aware it makes a big difference, but I got a pretty skinny neck and I've never heard any complaints. No one's ever even told me that or commented that on any video, although
I want to say he has a skinny neck, to be honest. If you look at my neck, for example, I would say my neck is pretty skinny. But there are people who are even skinnier than mine. So I would definitely say this guy here, Brett Maverick, doesn't have a skinny neck at all. What craziness am I seeing here, guys? Carrot maxing? Are they going to be eating carrot or something? Let's see exactly what this is, man, because I'm really, really curious.
eating lots of carrots to kind of create this carrot tan, right? From the inside out. I give carrot maxing a C.
Or they're saying you have to eat a lot of carrots in order to have a little, like a tan on your skin. That guy is a miss, to be honest. Because for you to be eating carrots and for it to change your skin color, that's weird, man. That's weird. I want to see proof. That's not, biologically speaking, I don't see how it's possible, to be honest. I really would have to see proof because I don't see how eating carrots can cause you to turn orange. That part there is pretty weird in my opinion.
Beard trimming. Trimming your beard.
Well, that's pretty much standard. Every guy who has a beard does it, so no problem at all. We already know what this is.
Posture maxing.
Posture maxing, well, that's very, very important. The right posture can actually make or break you, to be honest. Once you have the right posture, you're going to reduce the chances of putting strain on your back, and also you're going to be able to have more confidence. People are going to respect you more, and you're just going to feel more, like, feel better, man, to be honest, because having a bad posture really does destroy your back slowly over time.
S. Supermog. Fixing your posture is like a cheat code. It's the simplest and quickest way to command the presence around you and gain respect. Gym.
Well, of course, once you look fit, of course, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more confident. And of course, looking fit is not the only thing. It helps with actually keeping your internal body healthy as well too. So your cardiovascular health is going to be really good. You're going to increase your bone strength. Your actual muscles are going to increase. You'll be able to do more as you age as well too. So it's very, very important to always exercise. Cardio, push and pull exercises, very, very important. And you're going to be good. So yeah, gym all around, endless benefits. I can't say enough about the gym. So yeah, guys, make sure you go to the gym or make sure you train at least.
J-I-M. Gymming. Going to the gym, baby. Going to the gym is obviously, without a doubt, no question,
S tier.
S tier. Come
Super
on. S tier. If you have a nice physique, you could almost get away with being super ugly or short. Not completely, but it definitely helps. It makes a big difference. It can make you go up like 3 points on the look scale. Now, moving down the body a little bit. Jelking. You guys
I have no idea what this is, to be honest.
know about this? Jelking, if you don't, then just go look it up on Urban Dictionary. Jelking, D. D, because it's super dangerous, man, and probably doesn't even really work that well.
I looked it up, guys, and it's pretty much enlarging your penis using some form of exercise. I didn't look into the actual exercise, so I don't know how well or if it actually works, but I would be very, very cautious, and I suggest you be very, very cautious as well before trying anything down there. You don't want to cause any problems at all.
Yeah, just go on Reddit and type in jelking injury. You'll be shocked.
See right here, he's talking about it, jelking injury. So you can't injure yourself, so it's best to avoid it, to be honest. It's best to avoid it.
Edging.
Now, I have no idea why this here would be any form of looksmaxing, to be honest. Very strange. But anyway, we're going to keep on moving forward, guys.
This is probably like what...
This video here is actually taking a really strange turn, to be honest.
The newest fads. If you don't know what edging is, again, just look it up. Is, you know, doing the thing without really doing the thing, you know. I give edging a C, simply because there's so much lack of evidence that it really raises your testosterone and really makes much of a difference. I think you can get more testosterone from other things, eating healthy, lifting heavy ass weights, stuff like this.
Yeah, it's always better to naturally increase your testosterone. You want to try to avoid taking any additive testosterone because if you take too much, you can cause a lot of problems. So you have to be very, very careful. Because some persons, for example, they can experience forms of infertility because the brain actually tells your body, wait, this guy doesn't need me to produce or work down there. So let me just stop or slow down because he's already getting a lot. And because of that, you can end up becoming infertile. So you have to be very, very careful. Do not listen to any and everyone that takes testosterone. You have to be very careful. Don't just take it just like that.
Starve maxing. Taking notes from Jordan Barrett here.
Well, starve maxing pretty much to lower your body fat. Intermittent fasting, very, very good. It helps with autophagy, which destroys like damaged or cancerous cells or cells that could be cancerous. So it is a good thing to do periodically, but to do it just because you want to lose weight and look skinny is not good. So you have to be very, very careful.
Starving yourself, not eating, right? Is that inappropriate? Should I not say that? I hope he's okay. No offense, Jordan. But anyways, starve maxing. D. I give it a D because I do believe in fasting, you know, taking a 1 or 2 day fast here and there is, I think, good for your internal organs and kind of a body reset, right? But you shouldn't starve yourself because you need to eat, your body needs fuel. If you're depriving yourself of its natural nutrients, it's having negative effects on your whole body, mind, mentally.
Exactly. The thing with starving yourself, you're gonna deplete your body from the natural nutrients. Your body needs the nutrients, the vitamins and the minerals in order to function. And if you're not getting that, then it can cause long-term serious effects. You may not see the effects now, but 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're gonna see it.
Your mind, body, and soul. So don't do that. I think a lot of you guys have been waiting for this one. Second to last, mewing.
Mewing is something I've seen a lot of people talking about on social media. It's pretty much when you're pushing your tongue to the maxillary bone so that you can actually have a more angular and more sharp facial structure, especially when you look from the side profile. Does it actually work? Well, it works, yes, but I don't know what's the long-term actual benefit. I don't know if it actually works for a long-term period of time. I've never actually looked into it to see exactly if it works for a long period of time. But yeah, there's no harm. It is very uncomfortable to be doing it for a period of time. Maybe you might get accustomed to it, but if you stop, I'm not too sure if you're going to be seeing any sort of changes or benefits. I have not looked into it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But I don't know. It's safe, yes, so you can try it. There's no harm in trying it. But yeah.
What do you think? S, baby, come on! Supermog. Mewing is a game changer, immediate impact. Your submental triangle. Get that tongue on the roof of your mouth, baby, and never ever stop. And last but not least, yes, we have come to the end. Rope maxing.
Rope maxing. I have no idea what that means. I hope it's not what I'm thinking, but let's see. It's exactly what I've been talking about, guys. And of course, you never want to give up. And I don't know why they're calling it rope maxing. I don't know if it's a thing that people are actually talking about, but it's never the correct choice to go that route. It's never the correct choice to go that route. Seek help and get a support system to help you out. Anyway, guys, I think that's the video. I do appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I would appreciate if you can like and subscribe. I do make more health and wellness videos, so if you want to see more like that, then do consider subscribing. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I do have another reaction video where I react to rare medical conditions, so you can go and check that out here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.